Okay, so one thing I forgot to add to that video, I don't have my chalkboard layouts and all this stuff, my digital screens everywhere was what I'm talking about. And trying to fucking crush my mind as much as they are too. So a lot of those videos were still on the fly. But anyways, if you train to the point of your nervous system shutting down, you're going to want to sleep the second you get to your car. I mean, obviously I'm traveling across the fucking planet. Like my car is my bed. I had a big vehicle, just turned the back into a room to sleep in. That dresser's in there and everything. I was going to put a TV in there, but I didn't get that far. Who cares about TV anyways, right? I'm just using it to pass out and escape situations I'm in. We don't got time for TVs. Yeah, if you're going to train to that point of exhaustion where your nervous system is wrecked, me, a lot of times I would like pass out in the parking lot and stuff. So my body obviously wants to eat, but for like an hour, my body has been telling me I'm going to die if you keep doing this. And I'm like, you're going to do what I say, or else this is over. Our relationship is over. And so I kept on. It decided it liked our relationship better than I did. So it just kept on. But I did pass out in the parking lot a lot. And then a lot of times I would be sleeping like 18 to 24 hours. My body would try to, like, obviously it probably wanted food right then, but well, it really wasn't interested in whining about that when it's whining about like my nervous system misfiring all over my body and my organs acting up and stuff like that. It had bigger concerns apparently than me getting pizza. But a lot of times it would wake me up, like sometimes around 2 to 18 hours, and let me know like it's time to eat and stuff. And then you can go back to sleep. Now it wanted me to eat first. You got to make sure you don't skip that. That's why I remain small. It's because I don't eat a lot and stuff. And I'm sure I could probably press the training even further if I did provide the nutrients. It's literally like a vehicle here, okay? They make cameras, right? They make cameras and computers. You get viruses. You have the eye of the camera, all this stuff, the focal point, everything. Literally, it's all being made after one another. And the body, when you add alcohol fuel to a car to make it perform better. And what do you do if you want to perform better? Well, they tell you add cocaine, but alcohol does about the same thing. It's a cleaner burning fuel. If it's clear alcohol, anyways, add some dyes to it. Go ahead and see what your car does. Go ahead and add some oil and some brown dye to it. But anyways, when you train to the point of your nervous system shutting down, you want to try. You're not going to be able to do it, okay? You're not going to be able to do it. But you want to try to eat because you've just expended like days worth of food to train this way, especially once you've done it for a few weeks and you get used to it and it becomes more than a half-hour training, more than 45 minutes of training. It becomes 4 hours of training a day. And even that, it only ends because they're like, oh, it's COVID. We got to shut the gym down. So you got to leave, or you're being too loud because you're hitting things. So you're in the heavy bag so hard that I'm just jealous of it. And everyone's staring at you and drooling all over you. And they don't do that to me. Whatever the excuse is, you got to leave the gym after a few hours some days. So, when that happens, you go pass out. You want to try not to pass out. At least have a protein shake, but that's really not it. You're going to need like 2,000 calories right there. I suppose like the way I train, it's like an 8,000 calorie a day diet for a 156 pound person. But I never get near that. I hate eating. A waste of time. waste of time. And so I want injections. I want an IV bag for water. I hate water too. Like I go to the doctor, they give me water, and it's the most beautiful feeling I've ever had when they give me an IV with saline solution. And they won't, in Europe, they give it to you. You can buy it. A van travels around giving it to you. Here, they're like, what are you, stupid? It's like, no, I'm fucking God. I'm training on a God level here. It's hard to drink water and replace all that fluids, even if it's Gatorade 24/7, which it is. Yeah, so your body is going to want all these things, and you're training to the point of your body completely collapsing. And then you're telling your body to shut up. We've got an hour of training left. So after that hour, you go outside to your car, you sit in the car, you put your bags in the car, and you pass out in the car seat. Okay, that's not how it should happen. You should have a little bit of food to eat, and your body's going to wake you up here in about 12 hours, even though it wants 36 to 90 hours of sleep. And it's going to wake you up and tell you you need to eat. So I should have added that to the last video, that you probably should eat during these times. But at the same time, Richard Marcinko, the SEAL Team 6, you always see the military people have a little small guy on their team who is, he's excellent, and everyone else is just this monster, fucking, and that's where that comes from, is the person who doesn't eat and stuff. It probably does help you a little bit to do the eating and stuff. So, you decide what you want to do, but your body's going to be screaming to shut down. Okay? It's one for food, nutrients, electrolytes, and water are going to be just nothing. It's going to want to shut down. And if you're training this hard, your body had started trying to shut down an hour before you stop training. Your nervous system just starts misfiring. If your heart starts misfiring and that's all, you're years behind in training. Your nervous system starts misfiring and trying to shut down when you get further into training eventually. And you just ignore it. You just tell them to shut up. You just say, shut up. This is my life. Let's kill me if you're going to do it. Shut up. Stop running your mouth like a bitch. Fucking do something about it. Pretty much, that's it. And it probably is beneficial to do the eating thing. So make sure you do the eating thing. Try to. That's really hard. You're going to have something on hand. And I don't think a 50-gram protein shake is really what it wants when you're about to pass out for 8 to 12 hours after a 4-hour strenuous nervous system destroying workout, right? So, you do what you want, really. Obviously, I'm still alive. I still do what I do. I'm still look, mouse. I'm like this little ant thing that's like 50 times stronger than my body looks. And that's beneficial on its own. It's deceptive. If you look at me, and if I'm not wearing something that outlines my body, you think I'm smaller or fat because my abs are so built, something like that. And it's beneficial in some ways. So really do what you want, but your body's going to scream for nutrients when you start training that way. But your body's going to not even care about screaming for nutrients once you tell it to shut up, and the nervous system starts screaming at you.